Welcome, my friends, to the Spirituality, Healing, and Vision Quest podcast, where we're going to take a deep dive into universal spiritual principles and ground them in modern day practices that you can apply to your life today. Hi, my name is Beth Berkins, and I want you to know that I am really committed to simplifying ancient wisdom practices. I've been studying them for over 40 years now and inside of them, and I want to give you easy to understand, proven, and reliable keys that are going to unlock true sources of power and healing for you. You're going to walk away from this podcast with some practical tools to create that greater meaning and purpose, that larger purpose that your soul is calling you to. All right, so let's get going on the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Hello, my friend. Oh, I'm so thrilled to be here with you again. I'm Beth Berkins. I'm the host of this amazing podcast, which today we are going to reveal 3 shaman secrets to you. You're going to get to practice them right here in these minutes that we have together today. You're going to get to launch something important for you, discovering the gift of your greater purpose. So, Beth Berkins, I've been teaching shamanism, leading Vision Quest internationally for over 30 years now, and I am really thrilled to be here with you. So welcome, wherever you are, driving your car, walking your dog, gardening, wherever you are. You've got this amazing gift inside of you. You know, that talent, that greater potential that is yet to be lived. Perhaps you think of it as your larger purpose and you feel drawn to it. You're being called by it. You're being called to it. Do you feel that there's something more for you in your life? Do you ever have that feeling? There's got to be more. This can't be all there is to life. Well, maybe you feel this gift, but you don't know where to start to get to it, right? Maybe you've been feeling it and even like putting it off for some amount of time. Or maybe this is you. You used to feel purpose-driven. Remember that? But you lack motivation right now. You're lacking inspiration. We're going to let all of these be okay. It's just where you are right now. And where you are, as the great Hafiz once said, wherever you are is the entry point. You're at your entry point right here, right now. How exciting is that? Maybe like some of my wonderful clients who I work with, you sense there is a gift inside of me, but I can't quite put my fingers on it. One of the things that I know for sure is that living your gift matters. It, of course, matters to you. It also matters to me. But perhaps more importantly, it matters to humanity. It's why you were born. What you're uniquely, put on this earth to do at this time. Discovering your gift is perhaps easier than you even think that it is. We can put up barricades and blocks thinking, that's just so big. It's so big. I can't, I don't dare. Let me ask you a question. If you were to time travel ahead in your life, let's say 2 years from now, and you could be living a life of your dreams, doing exactly what you love to be sharing with others, giving to others, spending your time doing and being, what would you love? What would you love? I love how Tony Robbins puts this question. If you knew you could not fail, what would you do with your one wild and precious life? I invite you to take a moment right now, driving the car, working in the garden, sitting in the living room, having tea, and just step into your future self. See and feel yourself sharing, being, giving, that woman of your dreams. One of the incredible shaman secrets here to discovering and living that precious gift that you've got inside of you is to break through the invisible barriers that have been holding you back. Up until now, they've been holding you back. And I'm sure You've heard these voices before. If you're like most people I know, myself included, I've heard these voices. They say things like, I can't do that. Oh my gosh, I could fail. I don't dare do that. Or, it's really too late for me now. I should have done this after university. I knew then what I was called to, but I put it off. And anyway, I'm not good enough for that. Listen to these voices. There's going to be some variation on a theme inside of you. You're going to resonate with this, I'm hoping. I'm just an imposter. I'll be called out. They'll see through me and they'll say, oh, she doesn't really know what she's even talking about. She's just an imposter. Another voice, I better wait until the time is right. After the holidays, when I retire, when the mortgage is paid, when the kids get through school. So here's the good news, my friend. The good news is these voices, these aren't even true statements. This isn't the truth. They're just beliefs. BELIEFS. And beliefs are malleable. They can be changed. They can be transformed. They can be healed. It's one thing that shamanism is so brilliant at doing. So I want to share with you now a secret mantra that helped me personally break through all my limiting thoughts and beliefs when I so desperately needed to go on a sabbatical and finish my shamanism book. Oh, the voices in my head, they were raging. They said, you don't have time to do this, Beth. Come on, get real. If you go off and just write for some months, you could lose your job. What are you thinking? You don't have the money for this. You can't just go off for months. You don't have that money. And then one day in my office, a book fell open on my desk. I was living in Santa Cruz then, Santa Cruz, California. And the words just sprang up off the page. And they opened up the trap that I was stuck in, the trap of I can't. And this was a Rumi poem from the 13th century Persia. Just zoom into me in the 21st century. And this is what it said. Listen to this. It said, let yourself be drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. Let yourself be drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. And those words just cut through all my fears, all my doubts, and I leaned into them. I just held on to them. I repeated them all day long. And I realized what I really love right now and need in my life is an expansive time to write and finish my book. Yeah, I love all my teaching. I love all my shamanic healing work. I love leading vision quests. But more, what I love is writing. That's the call, and it's a clarion call. My friend, I didn't know how I was going to do this. In fact, I had no clue. I went down to the credit union and I put $25 in a new savings account labeled sabbatical. That was my first baby step. I didn't know how to do this, but I decided for it. I told myself, I am going on a sabbatical, a writing sabbatical. I made what we call, this is second shaman secret now. You ready for this one? I made an irrevocable decision. I'm going on a writing sabbatical. Here's the thing. We don't have to know how. Our job is to just know what we want, what we want to move towards in our lives. And you just had an experience of stepping into that and touching into that, didn't you? Feeling the heartbeat of that. This is what I'd really love to be doing. If it were 2 years from now and I knew I could not fail, this is what I'd be doing. We want to move towards that. Decide for it, even in the absence of knowing how to line up all the perfect circumstances to make it happen in reality. When you decide for it, you say yes. Something magical happens. in the universe, a door opens. And this unlocks circumstances that are already here that you can't see yet to get you going toward whatever this greater purpose is. It worked for me. It unlocked money. It unlocked a renter for my house. It unlocked a cabin in Mount Shasta. I was able to write for 9 months, finish that book, and publish it in Mount Shasta. So here's the thing. In the online vision quest that I lead, you learn exactly how to identify what that stronger pull is that you're being drawn to. Would you love to know what that is? I sometimes call it the gift. You might call it your greater purpose. We also, in the vision quest work, discover the invisible barrier or barriers that have been holding us back for years, and how to unhook from that thinking, break that old belief, and how to install a new belief about the truth of who we are, new empowering beliefs. This is the vision quest work, and it's tens of thousands of years old because it works. We get guided to the point where we're living the gift that we've been wanting to access, sometimes for years. Maybe, what is that gift for you that you'd love to get to? Maybe it's you want to start your business finally, your coaching business, your shamanic healing business. You want to be a Reiki master. You want to start writing your book. You want to get the easel out again. You want to get the paints out again. You want to get your hands in the clay again. You want to lead retreats. You want to be a tour guide to sacred sites around the world. Just think, you saw that a few moments ago. Just reinforce that. This is what I would love. And I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to make an irrevocable decision. And I'm going to break on through. I want to get to the truth of who I am and install beliefs that support me in moving forward. Finally, moving forward. I love what Dr. Wayne Dyer once said. He said, "Don't die with your music still inside of you." So, I want to invite you into a conversation with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for, letting these words touch you and speak to you and open things up in you. Let's take this to the next step. If you're somebody who would love some more support in discovering, well, where am I right now in my life? And what are the kind of energetic circumstances that are keeping me stuck, that I could make a shift in? I want some action steps here. I want to move toward this greater purpose. Then reach out to me. I will put a link to my online calendar right here with this podcast listing. You just click on it. Let's find a perfect time where you and I can chat. We can talk on the phone. We can talk on Zoom. If you like to see me, I'd love to see you. And let's get you going. This is completely complimentary. This is what I do. This is my work in the world, my greater purpose. I'm offering it to you, this wonderful gift. A half an hour. I don't know, how much time would you love to spend with me? An hour? That's available for you. And I do have some openings coming up this week. So don't let the paradigms of doubt stop you from doing this. If you feel like, I would like some support and it's complimentary, be aware of the voices that can be like right here next to you, on both sides of you, around you, behind you, in front of you, that say, "Oh, I don't know enough of what I want. It'll just be a waste of my time, and it will waste her time." Or the voice that says, "Oh, she's got thousands of people who listen to this podcast. She won't have time for me." Just know that those are the old voices. They're variations on a theme of the very voices that have kept your gift hidden, that have kept you perhaps distant, disconnected from your greater purpose. You don't have to listen to those. just get off the call. I say thank you. I know you're thanking me also. Gratitude that we had this time together. And click on the link and get on my calendar and let's have a discovery session here or a breakthrough session. All right? All right. Thank you for the privilege of your time today. I have loved being here with you. And I can feel your vibration has elevated and changed from being here with me. So love and blessings. I'm looking forward to seeing that email coming in with your name on it and you taking this spot that's waiting for you and hopping on a call with you. Let's move forward here. Let's move past the boulder, past the old wall, past the barricades, gently with love, but let's get some movement going. What do you say? I think this is your time. Wherever you are is the entry point. See you soon. Love and blessings. Bye-bye. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I enjoyed recording it. So any questions, any comments, please feel free to connect with me personally on my website, bethberkins.com. And if you feel guided to, one thing that I do ask is for you to rate the podcast. This way we can reach way more people. And in that way, impact more lives, of course. So with that, I'll see you on the next exciting Spirituality and Vision Quest podcast.